my glow up plan for 2025. We're going to dive deep into some self-care things that I want to do for 2025. Some of these are going to be like, yeah, we definitely going to do this. Other these are going to be like, okay, Sephora, let's see if you do that. Okay, so first and foremost, my one thing that I definitely will look into doing without a doubt is skincare treatments. So I don't have a super like pimply skin or anything like that, but I would classify myself as acne prone, especially around like that time of month for sure. And so I want to get more preventative skincare treatments that help prevent that acne. And then also like the acne doesn't even bother me too much. Like if you guys know and you get acne and then the acne leaves hyperpigmentation, now that is what bothers me. It's the hyperpigmentation. If I got the pimples and then it just went away and just left my skin alone and left it without the dark marks, I'd be cool. I'd be chilling. But it leaves hyperpigmentation, and that's the part that really annoys me the most. And so some skincare treatments that target the acne, that help the hyperpigmentation, right? So I'm talking like hydrofacials, I'm talking maybe even like some peeling treatments, right? Different kinds of treatments to just help get my skin like on this cycle of no pimples, no hyperpigmentation, right? So definitely doing some skincare treatments along those lines in 2025 is on my list. Number two is more massages. I just love getting a massage. Like it's just so relaxing, especially if you find someone who does a really good job. There are some people that I went to when I was living in Maryland and they did a fantastic job. I haven't yet found someone who I really love in DC. And when I went to Antigua, they were very good, but obviously I'm not flying to Antigua to get massages, but definitely regular massages. I really like the deep tissue massage and the hot stone massage and an hour long. And that also just like relieves stress, relieves tension. And it's just wonderful. And I always have these knots in my shoulder. And one of my masseuses told me like it's because I sit, and yeah, because I sit at work. That's my job. And so like making sure like I can get that out and just going to getting massages regularly, like either bi-weekly or monthly. I don't really know, but making that a part of my self-care routine. Number three is 10K steps a day. This used to be so easy for me. Like this used to be so easy for me when I was in law school, even when I was, in other jobs. But now in big law, getting 10K steps, unless I go to the gym, it's almost impossible because I have a standing desk both at work and in my home office, and I'm just standing. However, I did order a walking pad. And so getting those 10K steps in every single day should be a lot easier because I have that walking pad now and I can just put it under my desk and walk. If you guys want to see like my walking pad or like my home office setup, you can click the Amazon shop link in the description box and you'll see all of that stuff there. But yeah, so I think it should be a lot easier to hit my 10K steps and I don't have to actively go to the gym every single day just to hit those steps. And it's like there's tons of health benefits to getting in 10K steps. It's not necessarily like, oh, you only do this if you want to lose weight. First of all, I don't want to lose weight, but also there's just a lot of health benefits to living a more active and healthy lifestyle. And so that's something that I definitely want to be more cognizant of, especially because my job is very sedentary. Number four is full body laser. So I currently only laser my underarms and my the private areas, but I want to do it especially on my legs because just not shaving and the level of smoothness, and there's no ingrown hairs. And because there's no ingrown hairs, you also aren't getting like painful bumps. You also aren't getting like the hyperpigmentation. It's just like the best thing to ever be invented. And although Black people are often an afterthought, thank God for the ND-YAG, I think it's called. And they even have a newer one, if I'm not mistaken, laser, that is very good for different shades of brown skin, right? And so make sure that you are going to someone who is using the right equipment if you are brown skinned. So fifth is microneedling or lamination. Like, let me get up close and personal. Okay, so I pretty much do, like, I have a lot of eyebrow hairs, and if I don't like shave it or tweeze it or whatever, it gets really bushy, it gets really unruly, and I don't want thin eyebrows by any measure. Like, I don't. People be like, thin your brows. I'll be like, no, because I'm not trying to have no eyebrow hair like you. Anyway, like, I enjoy having thick brows, but it does get to a point where, okay, this is too much. Like, this is too much. In my whole makeup routine, I spend the most amount of time doing my eyebrows. And so I just feel like brow lamination or powder or something along those lines will make doing my brows just a lot easier, right? I've even considered microneedling, which is, I think that's the one with like the little hairs that they do for you. Just something to make it go a lot smoother so I don't spend so much time on my eyebrows in the morning or whenever I'm doing the makeup or whatever it may be. So I think that is something that will honestly probably be one of those things like, I don't actually know if I'm gonna do it because I feel like your eyebrows to an extent are a very important piece of your face. Like, I mean, if you see people with no eyebrows, it's like, it's weird, you know? And so I'm very hesitant because I don't want people to mess my eyebrows up. And that's why that's one of those things where it's like, maybe I just deal with putting in the time to do it. Number 6 is an interior designer, especially for my office, which at the time of this filming is still not done. And it has been about 5 months since I moved in. And it's one, because I don't have the time. That's why. I just don't have the time. I don't have time to figure out how I want to design it. I don't have time to find the furniture that I want to put in there. I really just don't have the time. And so I have just come to the conclusion that I'm going to get an interior designer, have them do an entire mock-up, and just set up my entire office for me. Because once that is set up, I will not be filming in my living room. I will actually go film in my office because that's why I have that office. It's one, because I need the extra closet space, but two, meant to be like a filming area and double as, you know, my work area. That's where I have my standing desk and everything like that. But it's just so bleak in there. You know, there's nothing in there except the standing desk and like bins. So I just need to get an interior designer to help me do away with that. Number 7 is a hairstylist that listens, okay? I don't take pleasure in doing my own hair, but I have just kind of come to the conclusion that if I want my hair to be done how I want it to be done, that I'm gonna have to do it myself. And so I would really like to find a hairstylist that listens. Like, when I say don't braid my edges or don't braid my hair tight, that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. One, because my edges are already thin. They've just always been thin. I have hair like coming on, like my baby hairs. Like, you don't need to snatch up my baby hairs. I don't want my hair falling out. I don't want traction alopecia. Okay, so a hairstylist that listens, that one is definitely on my list, and I feel like it will be on my list. I've tried so many different hairstylists, and I just hasn't quite worked out for me. And then finally, number 8 is a chef. Now this one is probably the one where I'm just like, okay, I don't know if that's going to be this year, but you know, you never know. So I'm just putting it out there. But the reason I say that is because you guys know I do meal delivery. So I use Home Chef, and Home Chef, I've mentioned you enough times in my videos now. But anyway, I use Home Chef, and I do really, really enjoy Home Chef. It's amazing. There's so many different choices, so many different options. There's fast meals. I always choose the express meals or the fast and fresh meals. You can choose lunch and all that stuff. And all of that is good and well, but my issue is that I still have to cook it. Right? Like, I still have to cook it. I can choose the microwavable ones, and sometimes I do, but sometimes the meals that I want have to be cooked, and it's 30 or 45 minutes to cook it. And so I just feel like a chef would relieve that burden from me, because when I finish working at my firm, whether I finish working at 5, 5:30, 6, 7, if I then go work into my business, go work or have a client meeting or I'm giving a presentation or doing a masterclass until 8:30 or 9, whatever it may be, who cooks? Who wants to cook? I don't. I don't even have the time to cook. I want to be in bed by 9:30, by 10 p.m., you know, so I can get up at 6 a.m. And so, you know, just a chef. It's on that list. So that's my list of self-care personal investments that I want to make for 2025. Comment down below and let me know what you guys want to invest in yourself for 2025. And also let me know if I should do another video, but maybe like a financial edition. I don't know. Let me know. And make sure you follow me on all my other social media at Sephora Gray Esquire. It's ESQ for short. And I will see you on my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.